Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking 3 games of different genres on Roblox. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video. The first genre we're going to be checking out is horror. Warning, all of these might not be very scary because I'm not allowed to play very scary games. So yeah, these are kind of horror games, but kind of not. Number 3, Garden Abandon. This game is a Roblox remake of the Steam game Garden Abandon. Since it's just a remake, it's not very creative, but I'll still tell you about it. This is a game where you are lost in a kindergarten and must find your missing child. You meet 2 monsters, Opila Bird and Jumbo Josh. But don't worry, the only time you can die is close to the end. This game is really short but yet fun. If you like Roblox remakes and horror games, this is the game for you. Number 2, Doors. In this game, you are in a creepy-looking hotel and must go through 100 different doors in order to win. There are monsters in some of the doors trying to kill you, some of which are Rush, Ambush, Screech, Halt, Seek, and Figure. That's only about half of them. The way to survive Ambush and Rush is to hide in a closet when you see them coming. The rest is kinda hard to survive. I can't tell you much because I've only played it once, but if you're into horror games, this is the game for you. Number 1, Evade. In this game, you run around a randomly selected map, and there are Nextbots who are scattered around trying to get you. Once you get hit by a Nextbot, you get downed, and another player can come and revive you. But if they do not revive you quick enough, you must die and wait until the round ends in order to play again. There are also other modes where you just instantly die but respawn. This game is quite scary, but yet funny and fun, all at the same time. If you enjoy horror games and memes, this is the game for you. The next genre we're going to be checking out is Obby games. Number 3, Shockwave Racing. In this first-person Obby game, you have high speed and must complete a bunch of jumps in order to win. There are also jump pads scattered around the map to help you jump to further platforms. You can triple jump and slide, not just on the ground. If you like first-person speed Obby games, this is the game for you. Number 2, Obby Creator. In this game, you can create your very own Obby with a bunch of different tools and expand your creativity. It doesn't even have to be an Obby. If you can make anything you can dream of. Once you're finished making your Obby, you can go check out someone else's Obby. If you like expanding your creativity and Obbies, this is the game for you. Number 1, Tower of Heck. In this game, you play a difficult Obby with no checkpoints that progressively goes up. This recording is actually the first time I beat it. You can also buy power-ups or make the time go by faster. So if you like difficult no checkpoint Obbies, this is the game for you. The next genre we're going to be checking out is story games. Number 3, Piggy. If I made this ranking a few years ago, this would have been number 1, but there are other story games that I like now. Piggy is a horror story type game. You must look around for items and keys to unlock doors and such. Eventually, you will unlock the exit. While you do this, there is a monster that is chasing you. It can either be a bot or a player, depending on what you voted for. If you like horror story games, this game is the game for you. Number 2, Break-In Story. This game is a story game where there are these villains around the neighborhood. You must protect yourself from them. If you're a kid, you must get an adult to protect you. They will come in at night and to attack you. Make sure to stay safe and don't die. If you like story games and fighting games, this is the game for you. Number 1, Rainbow Friends. In this game, you must look around the map for items, but while you do this, monsters look for you. There are orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and cyan. There are also 2 chapters. Chapter 2 is my personal favorite. If you like horror games but also story games, and you also like looking for things, this is the game for you. The next genre we're going to be checking out is survival games. Number 4, Mount of the Gods. In this game, you collect resources to eat and build. There is also an infinite well to drink. This seems like any survival game, but what makes this game unique is that there are gods you have to make a sacrifice to in order for them to be happy. If they're not happy, they give you a disadvantage. But if they are, they give you a gift. The bad thing is that it doesn't save. But if this sounds fun, I suggest checking it out. Number 3. Natural Disaster Survival. In this game, you hide on a randomly selected map from dangerous disasters, some of which you have to have high ground, and some you have to have low ground, and some you just have to run. This game is fun because you never know what to expect. This game is really fun with friends. Go check it out. Number 2. The Survival Game. This game is just like any survival game. You get materials to build houses, and get food, and make farms with animals and crops. You can also make alliances. Something cool about this game is that there's tons of badges, and you can rebirth too. I would check out this game if you enjoy survival games. Number 1. Handyman Survival. This game is so underrated. Legit only has 19 people playing it right now. This game is incredible. I love the way you craft things. It's so simple. All you have to do is hold 2 items and then click F. And this is kind of like the survival game, but way better. The inventory menu is really cool and unique, and placing down buildings is really fun. This game is incredible and addicting. It's probably one of my favorite games on Roblox. Go play it right after this video. The next genre we're going to be checking out is Tycoon games. Number 3. Factory Tycoon. In this game, you place down tree farms and ore drills to get resources. You need to put a conveyor in front of the farms and drills, and then you place machines that make your items worth more on the conveyors. Then you sell them. This game is enjoyable but kinda hard to progress. Number 2. Tropical Resort Tycoon. This is a game where you build your very own tropical resort. It is really easy to get started, and something amazing about this game is there's so much to buy. This island is massive. It took me 3 days to complete, and I basically played it all day. This game is really fun if you like grinding and making a massive tycoon. Number 1. Mall Tycoon. This game is a tycoon, but yet very creative and unique. You build your own mall, but you can decide what stores you have in it. It gives you 3 options, and your customers give you suggestions on what they want. If they're happier, they give you bigger tips. This game isn't the easiest to get started, but once you get further, it gets easier. This game is great and unique. If you like creative games, this is the game for you. The next genre we're going to be checking out is simulator games. Number 3. Pet Simulator X. In my opinion, this game is kinda overrated. But in this game, you choose a pet to get started, then break some coins to buy more pets, and unlock more areas for more coins and eggs. So yeah. But something so bizarre about this game is that when you stay in the game for like 5 minutes or something, you get a 3 million power pet, when you're not even in the hundreds yet. I find this makes it so noobs can be pros way faster, although they can just do no work. This game is also one of the most serious trading games. Number 2. Arm Wrestling Simulator. This game has OP pets as well. But what you do is you can upgrade your grip strength, your bicep strength, and your knuckle strength. I like to do the knuckle one because it gives the most. It doesn't matter which ones you do. They all add up to your total power. You can also go to next zones after beating the final boss in your zone with arm wrestling. How you do the arm wrestling is you choose an NPC you want to arm wrestle and then spam click. The more strength you have, the easier it is to beat them. And but all you have to do to get OP is to get 1 win by beating an NPC in an arm wrestling battle, then open up the event egg, then you get like 30 times power. But yeah, this game is pretty fun and you can go up against other players too. Go check it out. Number 1. Pressure Washing Simulator. This game is so satisfying. I love it. All you do is get a water gun, then spray objects, clean them, get money, get better guns and tanks, repeat. I love it. So simple, so satisfying. The next genre we're going to be checking out is comedy games. Number 3. Fart Attack. By no means am I saying this game is bad. I love the concept and I like the special moves. This game is good, although I like the other ones on the list better. But in this game, you have to go around the map collecting beans and other fart-inducing foods. The more you eat, the more powerful your fart will be. Once you've found your target, you will click F to fart on them, flinging them far depending on how much you ate. There are also some funny special moves. If you like funny games and fighting games, this is the game for you. Number 2, the presentation experience. In this game, someone has to present a random topic. During that, you get points and you can spend those points on funny things you can do, like a party, sneezing, and you can even say meme noises. There's so many I can only name a few. This game is fun, but if you want to know more, go play it yourself. Number 1, Wacky Wizards. In this game, you put together ingredients to make funny potions that do something funny to you. In order to find more ingredients, you must look around the map or buy it. You can also give the potions to someone else. There's not much to say about this game, but it's still really fun. The next genre we're going to be checking out is adventure games. Number 3, Dragon Blade. This game is basically a Roblox version of The Legend of Zelda, but what you do is gather materials to build your settlement and get gear to fight the final boss, Ziggurat. Personally, I don't really like this game, but you might like it if you like The Legend of Zelda. Number 2, Build a Boat for Treasure. This game is very self-explanatory. You build a boat with your starting materials, then the further you get, the more gold you get to buy more materials, to build a bigger boat to get further. You can be very creative with this game, and that's why I like it. You can build a big boat to get very far. You can also go on other people's boats in case you didn't have enough materials, so you can work together with someone to build a bigger boat. Number 1, Expedition Antarctica. This game is really fun with friends. What you do is you get gear to go on a hike to Antarctica. You go through many different obstacles. This game doesn't have much to explain. It's kind of like an Obby. There are 4 checkpoints, I'm pretty sure. Play this with friends to have a good time. The next genre we're going to be checking out is roleplay games. Warning, most of these might just be suggestions for what roleplay games you'd want to play, because all roleplay games are basically the same. Number 3, Royale High. This game is like any other roleplay game. I haven't played it much, so I don't know much about it, but this seems like a very realistic game, not just the graphics. I like the cooking mechanics and how chill it feels. I'm saying this because the only place I've ever been in this game is my apartment, but I'm sure the rest of the map is still really fun. Number 2, Welcome to Bloxburg. This game, like I said last time, is like any other roleplay games, but all of them are unique in their own way. This one, you have energy, hygiene, fun, and hunger that you have to fulfill. This game also reminds me of something, but I don't know what. Number 1, Brookhaven. This is probably one of the most known roleplay games, and that's why it's here. This one is also full of more kids, unlike Bloxburg. There is legit almost nothing special about this one, though. But it's still fun. If I wanted to play a roleplay game, I'd come to this first. You can also rob houses in this one, which is a plus. The next genre we're going to be checking out is fighting games. Number 3, Slap Battles. This game is a fighting game where you just slap people. Pretty simple. The thing is that when you start, it's really hard to progress because you can get other gloves with slaps, which you get every time you slap someone. I personally don't like this game, but you might. Number 2, Murder Mystery 2. Some people wouldn't consider this a fighting game, but in my opinion, it feels more like a fighting game than any other genre. In this game, you will be randomly selected a role: sheriff, innocent, or murderer. As a murderer, you get a knife, and you must kill everyone and not get caught. For sheriff, you must find who is the murderer and shoot them with your gun. For innocent, just try not to get killed, and if the sheriff dies, you can collect the gun. This game is really fun with friends. Go check it out if this sounds fun. Number 1, Bed Wars. This game is probably the best fighting game out there. It is basically just like Minecraft Bed Wars, but different. You collect iron for gear. Also, once your bed is gone, you won't respawn, so make sure to protect your bed with blocks. You can bridge to different islands to destroy someone else's bed and get diamonds and emeralds. For diamonds, you can buy upgrades for your generators and other things. And emeralds, you can buy better gear. There's a lot to learn in this game, so if you're confused, just watch a tutorial. The next genre we're going to be checking out is first-person shooter games. There's only 2 on this list because I couldn't find any other ones that I'm allowed to play. Number 2, Arsenal. This game is basically the first thing that comes to mind when you think of FPS games. There isn't really anything special about this game. There's different modes, I guess, but all you do is get a gun and shoot. That's basically it. Number 1, Big Paintball. This game is a good FPS game, and it's not really violent either, because you're fighting with paintballs. Something special about this game is that when you get a certain amount of kills, you can get a radar, turret, drone, or even a nuke. The one downside is it's really hard to progress to get better weapons at the start, because you have a trash weapon. But still a good game nonetheless. Well, that was it, guys. Ranking games of each genre on Roblox. This was a painful yet fun video to make. If you enjoyed this one, YouTube thinks you might enjoy this one here. And here's my newest video. See you in the next one, and remember, stay epic!